Right lads, what's the crack? I'm in Armagh. I can barely see, I'm squinting, the sun is baking on me. Armagh, yes I'm aware, not as big as Belfast, not as big as Derry, but there's good points to be had everywhere lads, you gotta remember that. Big cities, small cities. Armagh, 6 pubs on the list to hit. Let's hope for cream, let's hope for stick, let's hope for good taste. Let's go Armagh. Right lads, Toby Jug, first pub on my list that I've seen. You know how we play it pretty fast and loose, off the cuff, you see it, we go for a pint. Let's go in. How you doing? Hiya. How are you? Can I ask you something? I do a thing on... There you go. What's the crack? So I go around different towns and it's called the Guinness Guru one.
First pub?
Yeah.
Best pint to get the town.
Yeah. Well, people tend to say that when they're drinking in the pub. Oh, that's class. Don't mind me, lads.
When will this be up? Next week?
Probably Tuesday.
I actually follow him on Instagram. I recognize his face as he came through the door. Are you a fanboy? I'm a fanboy.
Right lads, Toby Jug, big pressure on, free pint, first pub in Armagh, big pressure on. Barman who poured it for me is staring at me. Lads are beside me, fanboying, only joking. So yeah, always bigger pressure when people are staring at you, but cannot let it affect the score. Also the manager of the place, also staring at me. But like I said, cannot let it affect the score. Everyone's saying it's the best pint in the north. You're always going to get that when they're sitting in the pub sculling pints. But first impressions, very good pint. Barman, a big sigh of relief over there. No, genuinely, it'd be very awkward if it wasn't a good pint. But thankfully it is good. So it's going to be a decent score. Stick is looking decent. Stick, aka lacing, comes down the side, looking creamy. Creamy, tasty, perfect temperature for me. First pint after a long trip up, I always find is decent, but not all the time, but that's just a great pint. I'm happy with that. Score incoming. Don't clap yet. Don't clap yet. Score incoming. Great start to Armagh. 8.3 out of 10. They're happy with it. They're clapping it up. It's a winner. Toby Jug, great start. Lovely stuff.
Brilliant.
That's a good score, hey?
It
is a good pint.
I tell you, I wouldn't have been able to do that when I started doing this. people staring at you, you just got to get used to it.
That's a nerve-wracking thing.
Oh, I know.
It is a good pint.
It is a good pint. I wouldn't lie.
In January.
Don't give me the 8.3.
For January, it's sort of okay. It's the best pint of Guinness in Armagh. It definitely is. Hey.
Right, lads, just out of the Toby Jug. It's always just really good when the first review goes well. Kind of shakes off the nerves. Cheeky pint, bit of crack with the lads. They knew me when I went in there. It's just you heard on the yoke. I was about to say I'm Guinness guru. I do this. A lad kind of did the whole work for me. So I'll take that all day long. I think the more popular the videos get, the more that's going to happen, which makes my job a lot easier. Literally right beside us, right across the road, is Keegan's Bar. How are you? Can I ask you something? I do a thing on social media called the Guinness Guru.
The owner wants to know, do you want anything to eat?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Right?
Yeah, thanks a million. Thank you. Cheers.
Hey.
Looks fucking savage. Yeah. Sláinte. Again, another unbelievably warm welcome. I think the guy who I spoke to at the bar wasn't sure who I was, which is totally understandable. Expected more like. But again, he was totally fine. Yeah, grand, do your thing. Free pint. I don't know if I'll ever pay for a pint again, lads. And then you probably heard because I had the mic on, one of the young lads working here came up and said, the owner just wants to know, do you want anything to eat? So ridiculously warm welcome. Armagh spot. Fucking hell. Very good. Just very, very good. God, I need to hold this camera a bit further away. I'm so in my face. Yeah, first, just temperature, thick head. It's like, I feel like I'm going soft with my scores, but then people say I'm too harsh with my scores. I think I keep it very fair and even. Like, I think Derry was all between 8 and 8.4, but those were the points I got. Bit of code line, all I want playing in the background. Just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful stuff. Another solid point. Looked incredible. Not quite as tasty as the Toby jug. It's gonna get just below the 8, 7.9 out of 10, still a very good score. I'd hate for a pub to be thinking, oh, I'm not in the 8s, that's a terrible score. 7.9, if you could look at the old videos, 7.9 is a great score. But good shtick, very good point, and just really warm atmosphere, really nice pub. Cold line, I mean, this is just, I think I'm enjoying these videos more than you lads. Great spot, Keegan's on to, I think, Red Ned's. By far the most recommended spot in Armagh. Let's see, does it live up to the hype? Sorry lads. Boys, how are you? Can I ask you something? And I'm in Armagh today. This is a highly recommended place.
Oh, thank you.
Alright lads. Sorry? Yeah, sure, I'll sit there. Yeah, sound.
I think you're taking a Guinness, are you?
No, I'm having a Heineken.
Right, alright. If you're having a Guinness, get it. I'll take one well, is that alright? Take a pint for you. Yeah?
Were you playing a match?
Not sure,
good stuff. Yeah, that's unreal. Alright, thanks a mil. But I was in Toby Jug and literally was like no music on. Two people, the barman was just standing right there, the manager was right there, and I was just like, but you can't let it affect it. It was fucking good though. Awkward, but like the more you do it, the more you get used to it. Whereas when I started out, I wouldn't have dreamt of doing it in front of people. I'd have gone, I wouldn't have even said I was doing it. I'd have gone outside and just been like, yeah, I'm just doing it. But confidence just grows, isn't it? Right lads, Red Ned's, by far, just around the corner from Keegan's, by far the most recommended pint in Armagh. Pint looks good. There could be a VAR situation. The lads beside me are saying, slight bit of spillage on the pint, but we don't know. Was it my fault coming over, or was it when it was poured? I don't think there's any cameras we can check, so we're gonna have to say it's my fault. Looks good, perfect temperature. Run the thumb down the side there. Slightly sexual, kind of weird, but you know it's good. Looks great. Armagh, serious point so far. Head is thick as fuck, that's what we want. What a life. You can talk away lads, it's grand. Fucking hell. I have a mic on, so it won't pick up. When he has to say something bad about someone, and then it'll come up. Yeah. Like, I heard you in the background of that YouTube video. Okay, Jesus. Proper pressure on now. No, good point. With the boys here, we have a GA team. When I walked in, must get your man's name. Some lad bought me the pints. I don't know his name. He was telling me that Armagh just beat Cross McGlen today. So, do you know your man's name who bought me this? No? You don't know your man?
Big Foxy.
Big Foxy. Shout out to you. Hopefully he doesn't mind me saying he's in the pub after the match. But yeah, sound for the pint, Big Foxy. Up Armagh. I'm just shouting you out, you're grand. Oh, he's coming over now. It's going to be awkward because I don't actually need him. Shout out Foxy for the pints. Madness. Do you want to be on? Oh, come on now. He's mad for a camera. Mad for it. Oh, Foxy. Right start. Hi, Foxy. Yeah, this is the man who bought me the pint. Good shtick. Good result today in the match.
Good result.
Yeah?
Great result.
How did it go? Strong first half.
Always a good
Finished strong.
Started very strong, aye.
Started strong.
Again, the weekend cross team, but
yeah,
good result.
Weekend cross team, yeah, good result. Okay, let's get on to the pint.
That's it.
Big Foxy or just Foxy?
Big Fox.
What position?
Big Fox, anywhere at all.
Anywhere at all. Utility man.
Just glad to get on.
Just glad to be on the pitch. Foxy. Good point. Have to be 100% totally honest with you. I preferred the Toby jug. Just being honest. Still a really good pint. 8.1 out of 10. Big Foxy, what are you saying?
Decent rating.
Decent rating? 8.1 out of 10. Sound for Foxy for a pint. Up, is it just called Armagh?
No,
Up Armagh, alright. Yeah, that's how it's done, lads. Right lads, gotta pay the bills, gotta keep the lights on somehow. This video is sponsored by my very good friends at Manscaped. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't work with a whole lot of companies, but Manscaped are just legends. Like I've said, they just let me say what I want in these ads. If you use the code PINTS20, you get 20% off plus free shipping off everything on the Manscaped website, not just the Lawnmower 3.0. You get 20% off everything plus free shipping. Don't be that guy, lads, who has his girlfriend going down sucking his wiener and it's like a jungle down there. The poor girl going down there needing a fucking machete to get through all the pubes. Get the job done, lads, so that next time she or he goes down there to suck on your balls or your wiener or your arse for all I care, it's clean and it's ready for action. So if you want to support the channel, you want to support the videos, you want the pints to keep flowing, manscaped.com, pints20 is your code for 20% off plus free shipping. Back to you, Dara, supping on pints, you lucky bastard. So this is the hole in the wall, pub 4, very kind of discreet, down the lane, doesn't really have big signs on the main street. That's when you know it's good. They don't really need a shit ton of people screaming from the rooftops where they are. They know they're good. That's all that matters. Let's go inside. How are you? We go to different towns.
Pint of Guinness.
Do you know the crack?
I think so.
Okay. Grand. Pint of Guinness, please. I saw it in your eyes, alright.
No, I got warned you were coming.
You were warned?
I was warned.
Alright.
Did you say this is the crack?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, to the end, to the right.
And then got on the flights and went across Europe and the whole thing spread.
And those cruise ships too.
Cruise ships, those pure fuckers.
Still going that far?
Right lads, hole in the wall. Again, I love how it's kind of off the beaten track. You have to kind of be told where it is. But I kind of felt like that would mean that there would be a lot of like kind of real vintage Outlaw Guinness drinkers in here. It's kind of off the beaten track, no one knows about it, but it's not really the case. There's not a whole lot of people here. It's a really nice beer garden here, to be fair. Everyone who's here is out here. COVID, vaccine, anti-vax, pro-vax, chat's going on. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. It's all about the stout. Gotta be said. First pint I've been served in Armagh in a new style glass, which we all know I don't like, but I can't let it affect the judgment. Also, the domage isn't really there. It's kind of just a flat top, so that probably will affect it a little bit. But we'll see how it tastes.
We ended up just going into town and leaving him at home in my car.
I don't know if it's just the new glass or what, but immediately like, not an amazing pint. A decent pint, not an amazing pint. Slightly more bitter than tastes, slightly over bitter. It is creamy, don't get me wrong, it is creamy, but not amazing, not blown away.
You don't need guests, you want to go and like explore appetite.
Yeah.
You have to balance the drinking, you see. It's hard to do though.
I went in, young lad said, I've been warned you're coming. So at least he knew, at least if I don't give it a great score, he had fair warning. It wasn't like I just bombarded in and doing a bad review. Not that it will be a bad review, but you know what I mean. There was fair warning given.
Is that the one museum? The new museum? I think I'm at the new museum.
There's a trumpet golf course.
Solid pints, solid cream. Taste isn't quite there for me. New glass, I hate that it comes into it, but it just has to. I'm sorry, but it just does. But stick is okay. Still a decent pint. 7.2, hole in the wall. Armagh. Solid, grand. Not blown away. Not awful. Right lads, a solid trek, about maybe 3/4 of a kilometre to the other side of the city. I'm going to McKenna's now. I'm holding the mic here because it's kind of loud because the football's on. Nice spot, definitely a bit more modern. I would go on Ruud van Nistelrooy, by the way, one of the coaching staff of the Netherlands, absolute legend. Yeah, very, I don't know, modern, kind of has that like late bar kind of feel. You'd go to the other pubs for a rake of pints, and you'd come here to kind of, if single, get your bit. Nice, swanky kind of vibes, late bar, not really pub vibes, late bar vibes. I like it, but these spots tend to not have great Guinness, but I'm wide open. Absolutely no prejudgment. Let's see what it's like. McKenna's pint actually looks, you talk about the perfect looking pints, hard to get any more perfect than that. The head is the perfect size, dome is perfect, temperature perfect, nice branded glass. I know I said I kind of like the non-branded glass, but that is gorgeous. It looks absolutely unbelievable, but like we've learned, looks aren't everything. Sometimes in life it's about the personality more than the looks. You know, it's a bit like going on Tinder. See a girl, she can be absolutely gorgeous, look great. You meet her, yeah, she's sound, looks great, but she's shy crack. Could be like this pint, do you know what I mean? Looks good, but does it do the business when it goes in the mouth? Fucking does the business, lads. Actually a very good pint. My arm is bollocks holding this camera. So yeah, Holland and Czech Republic on in the background. Like I said in the last video, I've got Italy to win. I've also got Portugal and Ronaldo top scorer. That could be an unbelievable bet, 25-1. It's a very solid pint. Still for me, the Toby jug, and I know people say it's because it was my first one, but I don't know what I'm getting on the microphone or not, but when I went to the Toby jug, he poured me a pint, and then he was like, actually no, I need to give you a different pint because this one is, the line just ran out or something, so he gave the woman behind me the kind of worst pint, and I waited like 10 minutes, they sorted it all, and they gave me a really good pint. So look lads, I make it a level playing field when I go into these places. I say I'm doing this thing. If they take it upon themselves to give me a really good pint, that's up to them. But the thing is, I'm trying to get the same pint that a random average Joe would get coming into a pub. So if someone's going changing kegs and changing lines, I can still only score the pint that I get. So it's all just by chance. So still a solid pint. This type of place you wouldn't expect a great pint, but a good 8.1 for me. Stick isn't bad. Creamy. Taste slightly lacking, but a good 8.1. Solid pint in McKenna's. Alright lads, last pub, Mickey Kelly's Bar. Another highly recommended one. Let's see what's going on in here. In cities all over Ireland, and I've been in Derry and Belfast last few weeks, obviously in Armagh today.
Oh, yes.
And I put it out and I say, where's the best pint of Guinness in Armagh? A lot of people recommend it here.
Right.
So I have a camera, I just video myself, and I just have a pint of Guinness and sit in the corner and kind of give it a score. Is that alright? How are you?
Oh, hello, how you doing?
Do you want me to give the spiel again, or?
You can tell me.
So just one Guinness, please.
Oh, Guinness now?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you a heads up. Do you have an old glass now? Thank you very much. You're very good.
Enjoy. Best pint.
Best pint in the world. It does look good.
I know.
It looks good.
Best Guinness.
But it's like I always say, not to be bad. A girl could look good, but she could be a bitch.
That's actually freaking true.
Thank you. Looks a good point, lads. Again, I don't know. There's so much going on when I go into the pubs that I don't know, am I getting footage of inside the bar, outside the bar? I'm trying to, like, I always try to get the outside. I try to get a bit of a shot of the inside the pub. I try to get a shot of pint, me drinking it, the shtick, but there's too much going on. I'm on the Instagram, I'm on the Twitter, I'm on the YouTube. There's too much going on, lads. So whatever I get is grand. Well, I'll show you the pint now. Looks a good point, lads. Like, I mean, I'll be totally honest with you. I think you heard it on the mic. Yeah, so you heard what I said. Like, I'm Guinness Gear, blah, blah, blah. Didn't know me, but kind of were like, oh, that's a bit of crack. She had the old glass in her hand, or sorry, she had the new glass in her hand. And look, this is where it's unfair, because I didn't do this in the hole in the wall where I did it here, but like I can't control absolutely everything. But she went to pour it with the new glass, and like I said, heads up, gives an old glass basically. And now I feel bad for the young lad who poured me the pint in the hole in the wall because I didn't give him that heads up. So that's just totally an unfair advantage for this place. But that's just how it goes, lads. That's just how it goes. I'm sorry, but it's just how it goes. Simple as that. I'm well on. Last point. I don't even care if this is bad. Armagh has actually blown me away. I had low expectations, I won't lie, because it wasn't a major city, but it's been brilliant. The crack's been great. Mickey Kelly's, what are you saying? Solid point, lads. A solid point, not blowing me away, not making me run away either. Grand point. Gonna sit. What did I give the hole in the wall? 7.2. It's better than that. It's a 7.4 from Mickey Kelly's. And I'm gonna finish the video here, lads. Again, hope you can hear me. Coming into Armagh, I don't want to say low expectations, but if I'm being brutally honest, it was low expectations. I've done Belfast, I've done Derry, I'm doing cities in the north because pubs in the south are still not open, and they mightn't be open, they might be pushing it again. And I don't want to go and do uptown where the pubs are open outside. Fuck that, because some of the it's not a fair shake. Some of the pubs aren't actually even doing outside, so I want to go somewhere where I can go inside. That's why I've been doing the north. I think that's fairly obvious. But yeah, looking back, like, absolutely delighted with Armagh. Really strong start. The Toby I hope I got it all on camera. I hope I got all the kind of audio and stuff. But I've had an absolutely great time. I rocked up. Town didn't look like much was going on, and boy was I wrong. You go into those pubs and they're a serious crack. So lads, don't be afraid to come to the smaller towns. Come to Armagh. She's coming out. The bar woman came out and she's straight back in. Yeah, lads, Armagh, I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. Been great. I'll see you lads next week.